11, Tobias Schubert, his third personal, 6th team foul on Marist. For the Hawks, number 0, Ray Salmon checks in the game. Substitutions for Marist, number 30, Ryan Funk, number 33, Connor Multanigan. Foul number 2, Malik Martin, his second personal foul, 7th team foul on Monmouth. Number 14, Alexander Dosich, shooting 1 and 1. Basket by Austin Tillman. Foul number 2, Ryan Parker, his first personal 7th team foul on Marist. The Red Foxes are now over the limit. At the line of the Hawks, number 23, Austin Tillman, shooting 1 and 1. Three-pointer. Substitutions for Marist, number 22, Austin Williams, and number 30, Ryan Funk. Number 22, Austin Williams, his second personal 18th foul on Marist. At the one from number 0, Ray Salmon, he will shoot 1 and 1. Checks in for the Red Foxes. Number 13, Marcus McClary for the Hawks. Three-point basket by Brian Parker. Three-pointer. Number 34, David Knudsen, checks in for Marist. Austin Williams with the basket. Foul number 14, Alexander Dosich, his second personal foul, 19th foul on Marist. The line from number 23, Austin Tillman, shooting 1 and 1. Austin Williams with the basket. Foul number 34, David Knudsen, his fourth personal foul, 10th foul on Marist. That's a line from number 23, Austin Tillman. He will have 2 shots. personal foul. At the line for Monmouth, number 0, Ray Salve. He will have 2 shots. Foul number 22, Austin Williams, his 3rd personal foul. Line for the Hawks, number 23, Austin Tillman. He has 2 shots. Basket by Ryan Funk. At the final score, the Monmouth Hawks 91, the Mariners Red Foxes 78.
Offensive foul to Jordan Allen. That's his 4th personal, times 9.5. Coming into the box, number 23, Stevie Jordan, and number 12, Anthony Durham. Monmouth foul number 13, Marcus McClary. That's his second personal, team 6th for the half. Shot clock reset to 26. We review. Upon video review, the shot clock has been confirmed at 26 seconds. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Monmouth foul number 4, Mustafa Traore. That's his 4th personal, team 7th for the half. Let's begin from Monmouth. Number 32, Diego Quinn. Number 3, Leon Henry. Number 2, Malik Carter. Leading from Monmouth now, number 2, Malik Carter. Monmouth foul number 0, Ray Salney. That's his 3rd personal, team's 8th of the half. Leading with round number 11, Divine Eke, replacing number 20, Tyre Marshall. To the line for the round number 23, Stevie Jordan, shooting 1 and 1. third personal, team's 10th on the half. To the line for Monmouth, shooting 2, number 32, Diego Quinn, 2 shots. Hitting in with box number 13, Frederick Scott. Replacing number 11, Divine Eke. Overtime, Sierra 43, St. Peter's 40. To the line for Monmouth, shooting 2, number 0, Ray Salmon, 2 shots. Which goes to number 3, Ian Hammond. Rider foul number 12, Anthony Durham. That's his 3rd personal. The team is over the limit. In the game for the Rockets, number 20, Tyre Marshall, replacing number 12, Anthony Durham. To the line for Monmouth, shooting 1, number 3, Dion Hammond, 1 shot. On the kick ball, the shot clock resets at 20 seconds. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Marshall. That's his fourth personal. The team is over the limit. To the line for Monmouth, shooting 2, number 32, Diego Quinn. 2 shots. In the game for the Bucks, number 12, Anthony Durham, replacing number 20, Tyler Marshall. Number 0, Ray Saleh. That's his 4th personal, team 9th of the half. To the line for the Bronx, number 14, Demencio Vaughn. Shooting! Violation, possession to the Bucks. One minute remaining in the second half. Monmouth, foul number 23, Austin Tillman. That's his second personal, team's 10th of the half. To the line for the Bronx, number 14, Demencio Ball. Shooting! Rider foul number 2, Jordan Allen. That's his 5th personal. The team is over the limit. Ray Salme, 3 shots. The game for Monmouth, number 13, Marcus McCary, replacing number 0, Roy Salme. Monmouth, foul number 23, Austin Tillman. That's his 3rd personal. The team is over the limit. To the line for the Bronx, number 23, Stevie Jordan. Shooting! 2. Number 0, Ray Salme, replacing number 13, Marcus McCary. Foul number 24, Louis Polari. That's his 1st personal. The team is over the limit. The line for the Bronx, number 12, Anthony Durham. Shooting! 2. In the game for the Bronx, number 11, Divine Eke, replacing number 23, Stevie Jordan. Tonight's final score, Monmouth University 92, Monmouth University 85.
5%, and Monmouth has the ball with under 4 minutes to go. That was our final media timeout. Each team with 2 timeouts left. Monmouth owns the possession arrow. Monmouth into the bonus. Siena still got a ways to go before they get into the bonus. Herter picks up the steal off the sloppy Seaborn turnover.
Now the 3rd steal of the game for Siena. All 3 compliments of Thomas Herter Jr.
Just Monmouth's 8th turnover of the game. And kicked. Reset the shot clock to 20. It's Fisher, Herder, Horn, Oduro, and Richard. Richard's got a career high 23. Fisher's got 15. Horn with 8. Six on the shot clock. Horn, tough jumper, well long, rebounded by Seaborn. Salnave on the run. To Hammond in the corner, a big three. Rebounded by Herder. Herder's 4th board of the game to go along with 3 assists, 5 points, and 3 steals. Richard attacking the rim. Lost the ball, another turnover and a foul. It'll put Salnave at the line. 3rd foul on Richard.
And he so desperately wanted to take that back. You could see the look on his face as soon as he heard the whistle. No, I didn't mean to do that.
And it'll put Ray Salnave at the line. Salnave there for the first time today. He is a 74% free throw shooter. He'll have 1 plus the bonus. Missed the front end. Oduro the rebound, his 7th. Neither team has scored in the last minute. Who can make the plays down the stretch? Two and a half to go. Saints running the flex offense here. To the high post for Oduro. Spins. Tough push shot. Difficult shot. Saints getting one tough shot after another, if not turning it over. Austin Tillman, the rebound. 2:20 to go. Good defense by Monmouth here down the stretch.
6th rebound by Tillman, a team high.
He is the team's leading rebounder for the season. Seaborn sizing up Herder, shoots a 3. Out of bounds to Siena with just over 2 minutes to go. So it felt like that last media timeout at about 3:55 to go was setting it up for the finish. Neither team has scored since then.
That's right. Both of these teams have played in a lot of close games. Perhaps more losses than wins, just judging by the record. But Saints, for example, 12 games decided by 5 points or fewer. They're 5-7 in those games.
Same situation for Monmouth, 1-8. So Monmouth has really struggled in close games this year. Lost 8 out of 9 and decided by 5 points or less. Horn pops free. 7 to shoot. Horn gave up an open 3 a moment ago. Now he'll drive to the rim, scoop it up, no good. Rebounded by Austin Tillman. 90 seconds to go. Great look for Horn, but couldn't finish. Tillman to the rim. Too strong, tipped up by Zach Tillman. Ball volleyed around. Who's got it? Horn on the floor. Jump ball, and the arrow will favor Monmouth. Saints were trying to call a timeout, but couldn't get it.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left, and Horn is saying to the official, I called timeout.
Oduro back into the game with 1:20 to go. Horn out. It's also a fresh shot clock for Monmouth. Key possessions.
Tillman to trigger the inbound. He had a good look on that layup, but couldn't get it to go after Zach Tillman was able to clear the lane for him.
Austin Tillman, what is he not doing today? 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and wiping the perspiration off the floor. That's terrific. May drive the bus back to the shore as well. 1:15 to go. Lob it down low for Zach Tillman. Double team. Crowd wanted to travel. 13 to shoot. Hammond. Good ball movement. Austin Tillman under the rim. Blocked away. Fouled. Prince Oduro. His 3rd. It'll put Austin Tillman at the line for 1-1. Or was that considered a shooting foul?
Yeah.
It was considered a shooting foul.
Fans taking another look on the scoreboard. Still not convinced.
Exactly 1 minute to go. Horn in for Shivers. Austin Tillman dealing with that shoulder injury, which you see taped up as 3 out of 8 from the free throw line today. And he makes them both here. Has 12 points to give Monmouth a 2-point lead. Timeout. No. They stop play. Not sure what the call was there, but they stopped play after 6 seconds had come off the clock. So Siena will start it up with 24 on the shot clock. Saints in a scoring drought here, under a minute to go. Can Tyre take the lead? Looking to execute. Richards got it in the corner. Richard is fouled, but that's only the 6th foul against Monmouth. So Siena will have to take it out of bounds. The next foul will put Siena at the line. This is not a shooting situation. 39 seconds left.
I'm not sure Tillman meant to give that foul, but it worked out pretty well for the Hawks.
Incidentally, they reset the shot clock to 30. I was under the impression it should only go to 20 in that situation. Regardless, 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Richard sizing up his defender. Richard into the corner for Herter. Floating jumper, tough shot, Thomas Herter! Has 7 to tie the game. Monmouth a chance to win it. Could it be yet another overtime here at the Times Union Center with 20 seconds left?
Gutsy shot for Herter. They had to get one up pretty soon to extend the game if need be. And that's a shot that is a lot more difficult than it looks. Not a lot of people can hit that shot with confidence anymore.
Seaborn missed it. Saints have 6 seconds left. 4 seconds left. No timeout. Horn, 2 seconds. Horn doesn't get the shot away. Saints wanted the timeout but didn't get it. They'll go to overtime. Another overtime. It was interesting as the tip is won by Monmouth as Seaborn stole it away after Oduro had tapped it back towards the Monmouth basket. Zach Tillman, hook shot.
Tough shot.
Volleyed up, and Zach Tillman somehow comes away with it between 3 Siena defenders. Austin Tillman slipped and fell. Goes to Salnave. Yeah. Zach Tillman over the back on the rebound. And that is going to put Siena at the line. And that's also Zach Tillman's 4th foul of the game.
Somehow Tillman falling down was able to get the ball to Salve. It looked like it would have been a relatively easy layup. Unable to get it to go. Now free throws for the Saints.
It'll put Evan Fisher at the line. Both teams scored just 2 points in the last 4 minutes of regulation. As Fisher, as he did against Iona on Monday, draws the first blood of overtime. Zach Tillman out with his 4 fouls. Diego Quinn comes in with his 4 fouls.
First blood and subsequent blood for Fisher in overtime against Iona.
1 out of 2 for Fisher. He's got 16 for the game. Hammond all the way to the rim. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Herter. Thomas's 5th board of the game. Offensive foul. Prince Oduro, his 4th. Seaborn, Quinn, Austin Tillman, Hammond, and Salnave for the Hawks and head coach King Rice. Motion offense here with 12 on the shot clock. Seaborn, mismatch against Oduro. Shoots a 3 over him and knocks it down. Micah Seaborn with 13. Monmouth takes the lead.
Seaborn was calling for that ball as soon as Oduro went out on the mismatch. It was pretty obvious the way he sized him up that he was going to try and get off that three. As you mentioned, Seaborn out to 13 points, one of 4 Hawks in double figures.
Fisher with the answer. Evan Fisher with 19.
This is his time, isn't it? Overtime belongs to Evan Fisher at the Times Union Center.
Seaborn. Rebounded by Horn.
It's too deep.
Under 3 to go in OT. Saints will call out. Look like a similar play. This time it'll be a high ball screen, not the same play from Oduro. Last time down the court, Fisher popped a 3. 5 on the shot clock. Horn. Stolen away by Salnave. 2-on-1 break with Hammond. Herter back, and Hammond scores. 15 for Hammond. Hawks take the lead.
Saints have been so good throughout the second half with ball security. Just 3 turnovers in the entire second half. The points off of turnovers in favor of the Hawks now 22-5.
Herter. Oh, Thomas Herter ties a career high with 9 points. Another floating jumper. 2 minutes to go here in Albany. Siena 4-11 in the MAC. Monmouth 5-10. It looks like zone defense now for Siena. As they get it down low to Salnave, he fell down. Seaborn hurt himself. Yep. Seaborn hurt himself on that attempted drive. Monmouth has a lot of timeouts left if they want to use one. Instead, it's almost a turnover. You could see immediately Seaborn sort of flinched. Yeah. He came into the game with a hamstring injury that's cost them to miss the last 7 games. 4 on the shot clock now. He's got the ball. He'll shoot a fadeaway 3. It's an air ball. Maybe grazed the iron. Oduro the rebound. Huge possession for Siena here. Can extend the lead with 1.5 minutes to go. It's Fisher, Shivers, Herter, Oduro, and Richard. 13 on the shot clock. Richard looking to go one-on-one with Tillman. That's been a good matchup. 6 to shoot. Richard high dribble. Richard pass shut off. Shoots it, desperation. Gets it up on the rim. Hammond the rebound. Monmouth on the run, 3-on-2. Salnave to the rim. He's fouled by Herter, who fouls out of the game. Got to give that foul in that situation, though. Yep. Can't let him score. Herter done. After a terrific game, he fouls out. You just got to protect the rim at that point.
The mistake wasn't there, Robert. The mistake was 30 feet up. And what I mean is that Siena's worked on this a lot in practice over the past month or so, and that's their transition defense. Too many times they've been beat getting back down the floor by the opposing team, and that was the case there. Monmouth just a little bit quicker getting out in transition, putting Siena back on its heels, and as you mentioned, Herter had to give the foul.
Ray Salnave is 0 for 1 from the line. Into the game, Jordan Horn. Salnave on the season, 74%, can give the Hawks the lead here.
They have left so many points at the free throw line now. 13 of 22 as a team.
59%. Salnave a chance to tie the game with 57 seconds left. 6 points for the freshman. Ties it at 72 with 55 seconds to go. Seaborn stays in the game. Zone defense for the Hawks here in the final minute of overtime. 13 to shoot. Saints yet to get it inside the arc. Richard attacks the defense. Gets it to a cutting Shivers. Lays it in. Beautiful pass from Richard and a timeout. And Ray Salnave for the Hawks. Possession of the game here. Siena up by 2. Monmouth with the ball. Can Tyre take the lead with 23 seconds left. To Hammond. Wanted to pop free for a jumper.
He really walked.
Instead to Austin Tillman. Seaborn will pop a 3 for the lead. Rebounded by Shivers, who saves it back in bounds. Salnave has it. Shivers hacks him. Shivers saved it right under his own basket with 6 seconds to go.
Siena was a rebound away from probably putting this game away. Just couldn't squeeze it.
And now Ray Salnave will go to the line with 6 seconds left. He is 1 out of 3 today. He has to make both free throws to tie the game.
74% free throw shooter for the season.
Crowd getting fired up here. Salnave will have 2 shots. He makes the first. McClary in for Hammond. Horn in for Shivers. If Salnave makes this, it'd be a tie game, and Siena would have 6 seconds left. They do have 1 timeout to try to win the game on a last-second shot here in overtime. Salnave's second is good. 8 points for Ray Salnave. And a Siena timeout, which is Siena's last. And Fisher. Fisher will inbound the ball. Nobody will guard the ball. Siena does not have any timeouts left. Have to get it inbounds. So Shivers, he'll run up the court with 4. Shivers pops a 3 for the win. Off the mark, followed by Degnan. Double overtime.
Credit Degnan for crashing the glass.
Seaborn stole the ball away to get Monmouth the first possession. See if something similar happens here. No. This time Monmouth wins the tip, and Austin Tillman will have the first possession. Saints will own the possession arrow. Just underway, double overtime. Salnave made 2 clutch free throws at the end of overtime. It's a forced double overtime, and now fouls. Shivers, which will put him at the line. 4th foul on Salnave.
You're right, 2 big free throws to get us to double overtime, but he's missed a couple of layups late in the game as well. That one's certainly not easy. But then the foul afterwards, Monmouth quickly regretting, I'm sure.
Shivers has not attempted a free throw today. He is a 71% shooter. This season, this will be 1-1. Asante has had a quiet game. 5 points now. Had 5 points also against Ryder last time out. Made only 1 out of 8 shots. 6 points for Shivers. 4.5 to go. Saints draw first blood in double overtime. Seaborn turns it over.
Ill-advised pass, trying to find the big man, Zach Tillman, underneath, but certainly low percentage from where he was trying to spot Tillman.
Eight on the shot clock. Richard crossing over to Horn with 3. Horn had it knocked away. Tillman the steal. Tillman going towards the basket. Scores and a foul. Austin Tillman, chance for 3. 4th foul on Richard. 14 now for Tillman.
You know, we don't want to keep harping on points off of turnover, considering Siena's really done so much better protecting the basketball since halftime. But with that being said, the couple of turnovers that they have had in overtime now have been so costly. Now 27 points for Monmouth off of turnovers against just 5 for Siena.
That was actually Richard's 5th foul of the game, my mistake. So he fouls out with 23 points. He's also been Siena's primary ball handler, as Austin Tillman now has 15 points. And Monmouth takes the lead. So Khalil Richard out of the game now with 23 points, the game's high scorer. Somebody else will have to run the point the rest of the way. He is the 3rd Siena player to foul out. And that makes the regret on his foul a moment ago even more so, because you just let the guy score instead of fouling out of the game in that instance. Hammond the foul puts Siena at the line. 2nd on Hammond. And put Shivers back at the line.
Haven't talked much about Roman Penn, point guard for Siena, the freshman who suffered a season-ending injury to his heel a couple of weeks ago, but he averaged more than 32 minutes per game, so that's a lot of time to make up when you lose him, just that much more thin in the backcourt. More so now as he fouls him out for the Saints.
Christian Bentley just checked into the game for the first time, a freshman from Ontario, averages 11 minutes a game. Siena getting kind of low on numbers here in terms of players. 3 players have fouled out now. 8 points for Shivers, who's made 4 in a row from the line. Saints take the lead, 3:20 to go. Seaborn dribbles in on Oduro. Offensive foul on Micah Seaborn. And look who drew the charge.
That's right.
Just in, right into the action, Bentley.
Now that was a better take by Seaborn, a better pass. We saw last time trying to pass from the perimeter. That time was able to get into the lane, but just a little bit reckless in doing so. Bentley, a great take in drawing the charge.
Horn is fouled, and Tillman is fouled out of the game. It'll put Horn at the line for 2. Big game for Zach Tillman, 15 points, 7 rebounds, but he is fouled out of the game here in double overtime. He is the first Monmouth player to foul out of the game. And you have to think they may replace him with Diego Quinn, who has 4 fouls. He's kind of the other half of that center duo. And here he comes. He's got 4 fouls.
I'll tell you, Jordan Horn has gotten some extended work at the free throw line recently. He shot a physics of basketball video with Margot Hetzke of the women's basketball team. It was about free throw shooting. It was 60 seconds long, and it was measuring the arc of a free throw. Horn was the subject. He made them all, of course. There was maybe some editing involved. That one looked good.
Jordan Horn is a 77% free throw shooter. Freshman from St. Paul, Minnesota. Saints lights. Tillman near midcourt. Tillman drives towards the rim and foul. He'll go back to the line. Foul on Camper.
Tillman did a nice job turning the corner, giving himself the opportunity, a little daylight to go up towards the rim. And that's what enticed Camper to come over from the weak side and end up getting the body on him.
Tillman is now 6 out of 11 from the line, which may not sound great, but he missed his first 4.
That's right.
So he's found his stride from the line. He was 1 out of 5 from the line in the first half, and now has made 5 of his last 6. And has 19 points. It makes it a 3-point lead for the Hawks with 50 seconds left. Saints do not need a 3 here. Horn back in the game. Siena has a timeout left if they want to use it. 12 on the shot clock. Shivers going one-on-one with Salnave. Shivers is fouled. Salnave fouls out of the game. And it'll put Shivers at the line for 2 huge free throws. 28 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Saints down by 3. It'll be on Shivers to make 2. And then Siena will go for the steal and or foul.
That was an easy call for the ref. Kind of that tomahawk chop down at the wrist as Shivers was cutting into the lane. Now Quinn was coming over to help defensively. You'd almost rather let Shivers go and see when you got the big imposing body. Quinn might be there to stand up and block a shot, force an awkward shot without giving up the foul. But as it was, Shivers is at the free throw line.
Awkward there as Shivers was about to shoot the free throw. They're now interrupting his routine due to a question about the substitution. Monmouth crisscrossing the lane. Shivers stepping back from the line momentarily, but certainly out of his routine a little bit here. Asante now 4 out of 5 from the line. Polari in for McCleary. Shivers on the season 71%, 4 out of 5 today. Misses them both. Seaborn the rebound, they've got a foul. Seaborn is a good free throw shooter. Excellent actually, 87%. Big misses by Shivers. Saints have not made a field goal in overtime. All of their points have come from the free throw line. Put Seaborn at the line, who's an 87% free throw shooter. McCleary in for Hammond.
Robert, you made a good point about the sloppiness, how awkward it was before Shivers was handed the basketball, and whether that would have made a difference, who knows.
You got to step back from the line there and say, we're going to restart this whole routine over.
I agree.
Seaborn makes them both. And it's now a 5-point lead for Monmouth with 26 seconds to go. It's over first place in the league by themselves at 14-2. Canisius back to second at 13-3. Saints need to hustle here. 25 seconds to go. Bentley will take it all the way to the rim. Stop, score, and be fouled. Boy, that's the last thing you want to do if you're Monmouth is foul him in that situation. The foul is caught on Polari. It's his first. And now a possible three-point play that took about 7 seconds.
Quinn let him go. Quinn had given up on the idea of trying to slow down Bentley.
Bentley is a 56% free throw shooter who completes the three-point play. Into the game, Dion Hammond. It's a 2-point game.
Polari couldn't believe that Quinn was going to let him go, so kind of in desperation mode came over to try and slow him down. Strange.
Got to just let him score there. The last thing he wants a three-point play. They get it in for Seaborn. He's trapped. Seaborn in trouble. Tied up. Jump ball. The arrow favors Siena with 16 seconds to go.
It looked like he might have traveled. No, it's worth a couple of seconds to see if we can get the ball back without sending Seaborn to the free throw line.
Fisher, Oduro, Horn, Bentley, and Shivers. Set play here. 10 seconds left. Horn to Fisher with 7. Into the corner for Bentley. Takes it to the rim. Almost had it turned over. Horn fouled on the 3. With 2 seconds left, or was it a 2-point shot? They'll have to go to the monitor.
They're gonna check.
It was a desperate 2 seconds left. This for the tie. If he misses, you must foul immediately. Timeout, Monmouth. Tie game at 85.
Boy, those 2 free throws could not have looked any better.
Pappas, a freshman, will inbound the ball. Monmouth does not have any timeouts left. Oduro guarding the ball. They get it in for Tillman. He'll dribble it up the court with half a second left for the win. No good. Triple. Overtime. Again.
Having fun yet.
Tied at 85. We'll take a... This time Oduro wins the tip cleanly, and Fisher runs it down in the corner. It's Fisher, Horn, Oduro, Shivers, and Bentley. Saints, frankly, running out of players here in triple overtime. Expect to see most of these guys on the court the rest of the way. Zone defense for Monmouth. 15 to shoot. First possession of triple overtime.
Both teams could really free up some space underneath the glass if they could pick up a 5th foul on either Quinn or Oduro.
Desperation, shot clock violation. Saints never even came close to getting a clean look on the first possession of OT, and it's a shot clock violation as it didn't hit the rim. Monmouth's first possession of triple overtime. To shoot. Seaborn going one-on-one with the much larger Oduro. Gets by him, flips it high off the window, too strong, rebounded by Bentley. Good job by Oduro, altering that shot, and Siena will set up its offense with under 4 minutes to go in triple overtime.
Alternating possessions into triple overtime, neither team's hit the rim. And get a touch for Oduro. Haven't seen much of that in the overtime, and as you mentioned, the big man Tillman already out, and Quinn playing with 4 fouls.
Great rebound by Tillman, and then Fisher body blocks Polari, who is down. Siena will have the ball, adding insult to injury as those two bodies collided, and frankly, Evan Fisher is a much larger person than Louis Polari. Ooh. Polari listed at 6'6", 200. Fisher 6'8", 230. Polari out of the game. Fresh shot clock for Siena, 3.5 to go.
It's been a struggle for Polari. 1 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 3 from the outside. Of course, that foul that Monmouth regrets in double overtime.
Shivers wide open. This time Monmouth clears the glass with Micah Seaborn, who is leading Monmouth in minutes today with 42 minutes in his return from injury, which caused him to miss the last 7 games. Fisher has played 43 minutes. Seaborn one-on-one with Oduro again, and he turns it over. Great defense by Prince Oduro. I mean, Seaborn's eyes are lighting up when he sees 6'8", 255 Prince Oduro, but Prince so agile for a big man as Seaborn goes out of the game.
And he's tried to force it inside a few times when he shouldn't have. That's the 5th turnover charged to Seaborn in this game. 12 for Monmouth, so nearly half of them credited to Seaborn, all in situations similar to that one.
Oduro double teamed inside, has the ball knocked away out of bounds to Siena with about the midway point of triple overtime, and neither team has scored. So if they say next score wins, doubtful, but you never know. 2:30 to go. Shivers has an opening, shoots the contested jumper and scores. Sante Shivers into double figures with 10. Tillman turns the corner. Tillman and Hammond by far the best scoring options on the floor right now for Monmouth. Hammond's got it. Tillman was calling for it. 12 to shoot, 2 minutes to go. Tillman barrels down the lane and draws the foul on Christian Bentley.
Christian Bentley. That's his 2nd personal. Austin Tillman back to the line for Monmouth, shooting 2.
Tillman back to the line where he has been red hot. 1 for his first 5. Now 6 of his last 7. Seaborn back in for Polari. Tillman 19 points to lead the Hawks, 7 out of 13 from the line. And now has 20 points after he had 3 at halftime. 4th time this season Tillman has been into 20-point territory. Saints lead it by 1 with 1:50 to go.
Haven't talked about rebounding in a while. Mentioned was a key stat early in the broadcast. Siena is 8-5 when winning the battle on the glass. 0-15 when they're out-rebounded by their opponent. Siena with a 40-38 advantage at the moment.
Saints never get a shot up there as they turn it over on the traveling violation. 1:35 to go in triple overtime. (87-86) Siena. Saints 4-11 in the MAC. Monmouth 5-10. Monmouth won the season's first meeting, going for the season sweep. This one's going through Austin Tillman. He splits a couple of defenders. He bounces it awkwardly for Quinn, who's fouled. Good catch by Quinn in traffic. Evan Fisher, his third. It'll put Diego Quinn at the line for the first time today. He has 2 points today. He is a 65% free throw shooter. He'll have 2 shots.
And well said, that was a tough ball to collect. That bounce pass in around the thigh.
Friendly roll for Quinn ties the game. Siena's 1 out of 4 in triple overtime as Quinn makes them both clutch shots. 1 out of 4 from the field with 2 turnovers. 1:10 to go. Saints down 1 now. Key possession coming up on a minute remaining. Fisher wide open, free throw line jumper, way off the mark, rebounded, and a foul. It's going to be called on Oduro. If it is, he is out of the game. Oduro fouls out with 6 points and 8 rebounds, and it will put Monmouth at the free throw line with just a tick over a minute to go. It'll bring Manny Camper into the game, along with Kevin Degnan. No, it won't be Camper. It'll be Degnan as Saints go with the bigger player. Degnan has played 1 minute in this game. Dion Hammond to the line, a 66% free throw shooter. First attempt for him. He'll have 2 shots. And Monmouth, which was shooting very poorly from the line earlier in the game, cannot miss right now. Now 25 out of 35. Hammond with another chance. Rebounded by Fisher. 2-point lead, 58 seconds left. Saints have 2 timeouts left if they want to use them. Possession arrow favors Monmouth. 30-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan Horn off the mark. Almost tipped in by Quinn. Now here comes Monmouth. 45 seconds left. 16-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Siena will play it straight up with 35 seconds remaining. Monmouth can take this down under 20 seconds. A score would make it a 2-possession game. 12 to shoot.
Saints have 2 timeouts, so if they can get this stop, still have 15 to 20 seconds. They could call a timeout if they wanted and set something up.
Seaborn out of bounds. He turns it over with 18 and a half seconds to go. Chance for Siena to tie or win the game. 15 seconds left. Horn taking his time into the front court with 12. Saints down 2. It's Degnan. Horn's runner is up and in. Ties the game. 4 seconds left, and they fouled. Oh, Asante Shivers. Check out after this first free throw. I think they're going to leave Shivers in. 2 free throws for Tillman. Got to make 1. And he does to give Monmouth the lead. Now, Siena has 2 timeouts left with 3.1 seconds to go. It looks like Coach Patsos wants them to call a timeout if he misses, which he did not. 22 for Tillman. They will not call a timeout here. 3 seconds to go. Saints a chance to tie or win the game. Fisher, baseball pass, tipped in the air, and a foul. With 1.2 seconds left, it'll put Tillman back at the line. And a chance for Monmouth to put this game away with 2 free throws.
Boy, what a great game. It deserved a better ending, and that has nothing to do with Monmouth winning. It's just unfortunate that it had to be decided this way.
Horn from three-quarter court. Monmouth wins it by 4, 93 to 89 in an ending that had to be seen.